Now, leaders say that this is the worst devastation that Harrisburg has ever seen. News 3's Fanna Haile-Selassie was here in Harrisburg early this morning right after the tornado hit, and she has more.
You know, just like it was in Joplin, just like it was everywhere, just shock.
Everywhere you go in Harrisburg,
you go down Barnett Street and it's just totally wiped out pretty much, and then you come down here and it's just everything's just gone.
You'll hear stories of devastation, pain, and loss.
I'm thinking that, God's with her wherever she's at, whether she's under the rubble, at the hospital.
The possible EF4 tornado that ripped through the town left only heartache in its trail. With wind speeds estimated up to 170 miles per hour, the tornado destroyed or damaged about 25 businesses, including all the ones in the new strip mall next to the Walmart in the south of town.
And then as soon as you get close to the Walmart area right here, it's just awful. I mean, just shock more than anything.
It really ain't studying yet.
Those who got caught in the storm, though, have a much scarier story to tell.
There was things hitting my truck. I don't know what they were, metal pipes and stuff. There's a piece of a trampoline over there.
I was parked over there, and then the lights went out, and the next thing I know, it just slammed me up top of the roof.
Then there are the stories that break the heart, those of family members desperately trying to find loved ones, like Patty Farrell, who spent the entire morning looking for her 22-year-old daughter, Jaylyn.
I want her with us, but if it's his will and he takes her, we'll deal with that. But I just have faith that he's taking care of her wherever she's at right now, and we just want to get to her as soon as possible.
The Saline County coroner has confirmed 6 deaths in this storm. He has not confirmed if one of those deaths was Jaylyn's.
I mean, it's just like, it's not really sunk in yet.
No, nothing sunk in.
And even when this brutal February storm finally does sink in, it's one that won't soon be forgotten. In Harrisburg, Fanna Haile-Selassie, News 3. The start of the new year is a time for optimism, hope, and new promises. All it takes is one tragedy to mar those aspirations. In the case of this mobile home fire in Hamletsburg, only 3 hours separated the champagne toasts from the mournful tears.
It's a day of celebration. It's the first of the year. Stuff like that's not supposed to happen on New Year's Day.
Pope County Sheriff Jerry Suit says when a fire happens, firefighters can only hope material items are the only casualty.
I'm 54 years old. I've seen a lot of fires.
This wasn't one of those cases.
Right off the bat, there was some suspicion that there could have been some people in the home.
Nearly 24 firefighters attacked the flames, and within a couple hours uncovered 3 adult bodies. As you can see, the fire literally ripped through this mobile home, only leaving twisted metal and ashes. A fire that the Pope County Sheriff says is one of the worst he's ever seen.
It's going to be a while before we can positively identify these people who's been in there. It's going to be a while before we can find out exactly what caused this fire.
For a small community where everyone knows everyone, not knowing exactly who was inside can be terrifying, leaving families scrambling to reach loved ones who have not yet returned from New Year's Eve celebrations.
You try to be sensitive to them because, they don't know. I had a guy a while ago that was 70 years old, and I seen him cry right beside my squad car because he thought his person or his loved one was out here. I'm seeing a lot of that right now.
For Hamletsburg residents, 2012 was not supposed to start with death, but it may have changed some New Year's resolutions to better appreciate life. In Hamletsburg, Fanna Haile-Selassie, News 3. For 3 weeks, the small town of Redbud held one of the biggest secrets in the country.
Perhaps somebody just driving through town was the person that stopped and got it.
One of the 3,700 residents living here carried a winning ticket to a third of a $656 million jackpot.
So I would be proud to introduce our winners.
And on Wednesday, the winners finally let the rest of the nation in on the secret.
Earl and Pat Butler from Redbud, Illinois, lifetime residents.
Retired computer analyst Merle Butler and his wife Patricia say one of their 3 quick picks from the local Motomart turned out to be their lucky numbers.
After I looked at it for a couple of minutes, I turned to my wife, who was right there with me, and I says, we won.
The Butlers are one of 3 winners who can claim the largest Mega Millions jackpot in history. Lottery officials presented them with a check for roughly $218.5 million. The Butlers chose the lump sum payment, roughly $158 million. After taxes, they'll take home about $111 million.
Instead of trying to think of things we could spend it on, we've been thinking of ways that we can invest it and how we can use it, and we got some real good financial advisors now. We have a real good attorney.
And on the streets of Redbud, residents couldn't be happier for the hometown couple.
He's just one of the local people and couldn't happen to a better person, I guess.
I hope he lives a good life and don't be aggravated too much because he got all that money.
In Redbud, Fanna Haile-Selassie, News 3.